do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe my channel, and go on notification bell if you don't want to miss a video I post. Please do that favor for me, and thank you. Welcome back to ReviewTube. My name is Jordan Harris, and today I'm reviewing Captain Marvel. And from last year to this year, it's a controversial movie. And here's the reason why. The Marvel characters that we have since the MCU started were amazing. When we had Iron Man and Thor, those were the most powerful. But then in 2018, when we had Black Panther, he became one of the most powerful Marvel characters. And then in 2019, we have Captain Marvel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Captain Marvel, and I want you to comment down below, how do you feel about this character, and do you think she will be good in other future Marvel films? Well, let's find out as we review this movie. But before I begin, I'm going to shout out to Disney Plus for their content. And if you have not seen Captain Marvel, do not watch this video because there will be spoilers. You have been warned. So if you have Disney Plus, go watch Captain Marvel and feel free to enjoy the action. And in my opinion, before I get to the video, I think it's pretty good, but still has some down lows on there. But still, it's a great movie. So I'm not going to waste my time on this video. So let's enjoy this big 2019 movie, Captain Marvel. And this movie starts off with a young woman named Carol Danvers, and she was having a flashback of what happened in her past. Then she's living on a planet that had the Nova Corps, and we get to meet this one of the Nova Corps members, Yon-Rogg. And for Carol Danvers, she was on a mission to take down a bunch of Skrulls. And you must be wondering, what are Skrulls? Now, I didn't know at the time, but Skrulls are green shape-shifting aliens that can fool people into thinking they're one of the characters in the Marvel Universe. Like, let's say they're Spider-Man or Iron Man or Doctor Strange. Well, yes, they're shape-shifting. And there's a comic book series that features the Skrulls called Secret Invasion. That has to do with most of the Avengers actually as imposters, because those are the Skrulls acting like the Avengers. So those are the Skrulls. And Carol Danvers, she was captured by the Skrulls, and the Skrulls wanted to know what was in her mind. And what she was thinking was her background of the past. And they kept rewinding it to see what more details that they wanted to know about her. But then she kicks butt and escapes from them and lands on Earth. And for Carol Danvers, throughout the whole movie, she has amnesia and doesn't remember who she is and what she's doing. Although she meets up with one of my favorite characters, Nick Fury. And this Nick Fury is young, because this is during the 1990s. And Carol Danvers has to team up with Nick Fury on an adventure to stop the Skrulls and find out who she is and how she can save the world. And for her, they had to do many tasks by finding information and knowing what's going to happen. So they went into a military facility where they found files of the airplane that she drove in, and also other things about who she was. But then there's some Skrulls that came to Earth and were looking for her. So she had to escape away from the Skrulls and make sure they do not find any information about her or try to use it for some evil plan. And the leader of the Skrulls is Talos. And we'll tell you more about Talos when we get more into the deeper part of this movie. So stay tuned. So Carol Danvers meets up with her best friend who was part of the Air Force along with her. And Yep, she still can't remember who she was until Talos, the leader of the Skrulls, visits Carol and her friend along with Nick Fury and tells them who he really is and saying that him and the other Skrulls are not the bad guys. So he puts a tape recording of what happened to Carol Danvers during the crash, and also knowing what really happened to her. And in the beginning of the movie, it said that she was in the plane, and then we had Marvel, and it was revealed that she was part of the Nova Corps, and she found out that the Nova Corps, they were actually bad guys, and she had to escape. And also, uh, well, yes, her name is Captain Marvel, and she explains about how there's a bunch of ill people from the Nova Corps who are actually bad guys, and also she gets killed. And actually, in the beginning, we thought it was a Skrull, but no, it was not a Skrull. It was actually Yon-Rogg, who actually killed Captain Marvel. And how Carol Danvers got her powers was there was this special technology that had special chemicals, and that went inside her body, which makes her have incredible superpowers, which includes flight and shooting cosmic energy out of her hands. And that's how she became known as Captain Marvel. But for Carol Danvers herself, she has to help Talos and his Skrulls, and also make sure that nothing happens to her. And she starts remembering who she is when she finds Yon-Rogg and the other people who are part of the Nova Corps. When she gets captured by Yon-Rogg, and she starts going into this virtual mind where she sees Captain Marvel. And for Carol Danvers, throughout the whole movie, she starts having trouble controlling her powers, which means there's a chip on her neck which controls her body, which means she can't control her powers. Much has to do with, not you can't use them. You have to use it when it's the right time. But for her, she starts saying, I don't need to be controlled. She takes the chip off her neck, and then she starts going full superhero and starts blasting around all of the Nova Corps, and then defeated Yon-Rogg, and she saved the day. Most of all, we get an appearance from Ronan the Accuser, and Ronan loses. And then he escapes. For Captain Marvel herself, she saved the world and also saved humankind, and mostly saved the Skrulls. And all the Skrulls wanted was a home. And Yon-Rogg and the Nova Corps, they lied. So, and I forgot about one thing that would surprise you, and that's how did Nick Fury have his eye messed up? Well, Captain Marvel has a cat named Goose who's actually an alien, and what happened was Nick Fury held Goose, and well, Goose scratched Nick Fury in the eye, and he kept it as a secret so people wouldn't laugh at him, or because, well, pretty much an embarrassing story. So he starts making his own program, and he starts trying to figure out what name he should give the program, and he found a name on the airplane that Carol Danvers rode on that said Avenger. So he typed down the word Avenger on the program. And then in the end credit scene, we get to see Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, and Bruce Banner figuring out who sent the signal. And about who sent the signal and who was it. And Captain Marvel showed up and asked the Avengers where was Nick Fury, which will lead on to the next movie I will review, Avengers Endgame. And that was it for Captain Marvel. So make sure you comment down, how do you feel about Captain Marvel? And for me, I would have to say she's an interesting character, but her personality is cocky and pretty egotistical and stubborn. Most people are just not into this superhero because they think she's really too powerful than other heroes like Hulk and Black Panther, Thor, and Iron Man. So, yeah. But anyway, this movie was pretty good. I would give it maybe a 70% in my opinion. So just comment down below how you feel about Captain Marvel. Next movie I will review is Avengers Endgame. So thank you for hearing my video, and I'll see you next time, and happy holidays.